it is a real honor for me to introduce my friend and mentor, Warren Poland. I can't think of anyone more deserving of the Sigourney Award than Warren. I think there are others here who are equally deserving, but not more deserving. Warren has been something of our psychoanalytic anthropologist. For the last 4 decades or so, he's been a keen observer of our psychoanalytic culture, commenting on the best and worst of the psychoanalytic enterprise, always fair, always astute, and always tactful in his commentary. He has a knack for being open to change while serving as a watchdog that sounds an alarm when we were at risk for throwing the baby out with the bathwater. And looking over Warren's CV, he's turned his attention to all of the major themes in the evolution of the field. One-person versus two-person psychology, the role of interpretation in the therapeutic action of psychoanalysis, the controversy around recovered memory, intersubjectivity, and the relative contributions of declarative and procedural memory to transference, to name only a few. Warren's powers of observation culminated in his magnificent keynote address at the IPA Congress in Chicago last summer. I didn't think the audience would stop applauding after he finished his penetrating analysis of the problem that we analysts have in listening to one another. Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, "It is the province of knowledge to speak, and it is the privilege of wisdom to listen." Two words that characterize Warren are wisdom and listen. In our field, he is known as the analyst's analyst. He's the wise senior colleague that many turn to for consultation, mentorship, further analysis, or supervision. He is not only wise, but he genuinely listens to what others are saying to him. Not a trait characteristic of all analysts. When you leave a conversation with Warren, you have the feeling that what you say has been grasped and who you are has been validated. His memorable plenary address at the annual meeting of the American in Toronto in 1998 presented his ideas on witnessing. His emphasis on the silent witnessing of our patients beautifully conveyed his profound respect for the patient's autonomy and otherness, as well as his capacity for empathy. In an era where too many analysts listen for confirmation of their favorite theory, Warren listens to the patient, recognizing that some patients do not readily lend themselves to one's preferred theoretical model and may require innovative and outside-the-box thinking. Warren has always lived near our nation's capital, but has so far resisted running for political office. He graduated from the University of Maryland School of Medicine and the Washington Psychoanalytic Institute. He followed me as editor of the JAPA Review of Books. He served on the editorial board of the Quarterly for many years and writes a popular column in American Imago. Warren writes like an angel. He was awarded the JAPA Journal Prize for his essay on the interpretive attitude, and his book, Melting the Darkness, is a gem. Warren is blessed with what Eugene O'Neill called the touch of the poet. He has a way with words that the rest of us can only envy. I only have time for 2 brief examples. First, from his keynote last summer. Referring to pluralism, Warren says, "These questions will not be resolved by proclamations of open-mindedness if at the same time our dialogues degenerate into parallel monologues. Walls separating our enclaves will not fall before the trumpeting of good intentions." From his treatise on witnessing, "Witnessing implies caring yet letting go. If union and reunion, such emotionally appealing experiences, are the children of Eros, born in the heat of sexuality and swaddled in the warmth of love, then otherness may seem the descendant of Thanatos, chilled by the implications of separation, aloneness, and loss." Warren's talent as a wordsmith has also made him one of the most popular panel chairs at psychoanalytic meetings. Finally, Warren is old school in the best sense of that word. He is one of the only remaining practitioners of the art of letter writing. He maintained a long-standing epistolary relationship with Jack Harlow until Jack's death, and I am fortunate to be on the receiving end of Warren's epistles on a regular basis. Warren still takes the time to craft a letter worth reading in an era of text messages and sentence fragments. He is a wonderful friend, a loving husband to his appreciative wife Janice, a loving father to his children, and he is a jewel in the crown of psychoanalysis. Thank you, Warren.